Obviously, turn of the year is a great phenomenon because it hit all mankind. Whether they celebrate correctly or wrongly or whatever, but it has influence on them that, you know, it's a new year now. I'm 1 year older and have to do things and have to avoid things and make a new plan, fresh start, square one, whatever. But it is to influence people, influence policies, influence projects and things. And so if you to do or to have a new year resolution, make a change in your life, what that will be: become vegetarian and or vegan, and only eat oranges and apple. Look back into 2019. What was your resolution, if you had one? You wanted to change in 2019. Have you achieved it? Have you done anything with it? And then go to 2020 and see what have you done with your resolution. And again, 2021. Have you done anything with your resolutions? Have you had any? Or you gave up like me? There's no point. I've never done it. So why to have any more resolutions anyway? Most of them don't even reach the middle of January and then give up. The most common resolutions, they are exercise more, lose weight, get organized, learn a new skill or hobby, live life to the fullest, save more money, spend less money, quit smoking, spend more time with family and friends. There were 40 in the list. I didn't actually bring the rest because it become top 10 for 21. Were focused on a passion, not the way you look, put down where you are from things. Work out to feel good, not be thinner, just feel good, you know, eat, because everyone gets rid of this weight loss and exercise. No, just eat to feel good. Stop gossiping. Seems like people had problem with gossiping. They lost friends, lost marriage, lost. We know there's a neighbor missing because we get the Christmas card with one name missing. Then he died during the year. We didn't know he died, one of our neighbors, but we knew because we wrote so and so and so and so, and she wrote back, oh, he died 6 months ago. No one knew. But now there's another one, Kevin, you know, he's not on the card. So I went to knock on the door, and how would they know? Why didn't put the name on the card? Probably we don't know, but gossip is one of the things, and could spoil families and split marriages and things. Give one compliment a day. That's they teach you when you have a business in America, want to motivate you to become successful. Go in a whole day without checking your email. Now I think without checking your text messages and Snap and things will be difficult. You can stop Facebook and the Snap, the chat, and the Snap and TikTok and WhatsApp and Twitter and so many things. I had an account with Twitter. I used it only twice, and when I opened the account in Twitter, you know who became follower? You will be surprised. The head of the police in Solihull. I opened that Twitter. It was still after what they call them. What's the project? Prevent. Thank you. Yeah, they were in Prevent, and they came. Every 4 or 5 weeks, come to my house. Any problem? Have you seen any Muslim misbehaving? And then we staged a meeting in Crown Plaza Hotel, and we brought the police and the politicians and the head teachers and the priests and the church leaders and many, whole full of people. And then we spoke that how you can fight back the ISIS ideology. Just we easily took them out of Islam because of their deliberate misinterpretation to the Quran and rubbishing the Quran. That would straight away take them out of Islam. And they stopped coming to my house. They say, oh, he's converted, we don't need to convert him. So they stopped. When we had Muslim Jesus, in also we booked the art center, and they came to me, asked me to change the title. Said, "No, this is our view. We believe in Jesus. We want to celebrate Muslim Jesus. You have Christian Jesus and Jewish Jesus. The Jewish Jesus hasn't come yet. The Messiah. The Jews still waiting for the Messiah to come. Unfortunately, they picked out the Dajjal as the Messiah, false Messiah. So to go a whole day without checking your email, do random act of kindness, read a book a month, go someplace you have never been. Couldn't go the last 2 years because of the corona. But this is one of the things that New Year resolutions planned for 2022. Amazing is 49 of them. They want doing more exercise or improving my fitness. Still the same old story. Lose weight and fitness.
That all comes every year.
Every single year.
If you look at the chart in the gym, it starts off like this. From January to September, slowly decline.
Yeah. This is why they charge you for the whole year. Next Christmas you're coming. New Year resolution, okay, full year charge. Improving my diet again. Here you are, Marwan. The second next. Losing weight. It's the same. I mean, the three you can lump them in one.
I think that's very interesting. I read the 49%, 41 is also reflected. There's so many people break their resolution.
Yeah.
So if as many people get their resolution sorted, that number will go down.
Yeah.
Because many people will say, I've done it, I'm okay, I will go. But the high also,
yeah,
they want to do it and they couldn't do it.
And that will be for the next 2,000 years.
Same people make it every year.
Yes. Saving more money, that's not going to happen. Pursuing a career ambition, that's also more difficult now, having so much, many businesses go to the wall and things. Pursuing, spending less time on social media, that will never happen. They put teenagers in rooms without a mobile. They only lasted 10 minutes, started hitting the wall and the window and go out. They just physically couldn't sit without that bit there. I've sent a video once to some of you, I don't know if you got it or not. He woke up at night, he couldn't find his mobile. Turned the whole pillow upside down and the whole mattress and things, and then he found it. Then he started kissing the mobile. Cutting down on drinking. Sorry, there's one before. Taking up a new hobby. Yeah, that's also bringing a lot of customers to. Cutting down on drinking. You lost some of your friends because they don't want to stop drinking. One became Muslim in Nottingham, yeah? And then when he realized that he has to stop drinking, he said, no, I will leave. There's one happened at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, became Muslim, but he refused to stop drinking. He said, I'll stop drinking next year and become Muslim, and he died during the year. So, that also. I did run a group to deal with alcoholic problems and alcohol-related problems and alcohol dependence and things when I was doing my training in psychiatry. And 6 months, and all of them really got better. All of them. Christmas came. All gone. Why? Oh, social drinking, couldn't say no, couldn't say. And people are ridiculous. You, if you don't drink, come on, no. They drink. And some of them probably trigger some enzyme or trigger some activity in the brain, and you lose your whole year work now.
Actually, I just wanted to bring this to get others' opinion on the same subject that we have already discussed in our meeting, which we were planning to do. The AA guys coming, my colleague who is involved with them. So I was just thinking we could probably take a kind of what would, we don't have enough people, but yeah, how would they feel about them coming in?
What are people with the IC? Is that because I don't know.
That, but
I think maybe just we mean it by the AA.
When we addressed the pornography and we addressed the marital problems, we've sent them a survey, and then we said we're going to have this meeting. We had 35 turned up, and we spoke about it and things. People,
The AA is alcohol
anonymous, yeah, you know. People come because
You should have it.
Yeah, the thing is, we as a Muslim community, we
Yeah.
feel like it's not our problem.
yeah, if you don't get people who have the direct problem with alcohol, you get their relatives and parents and things. Yeah, I mean, quite happy to work with that. Cutting down on drinking, decorating or renovating, spending more time with my family, volunteering or doing more charity work, giving up smoking, and raising money for charity. And these are the things I collected. So, what will be your resolution as Muslims? The Muslims' resolution: read more Quran. I mean, I had people who said, "Oh, want really to start memorizing the Quran," and he's 10 years older than me. He still hasn't started. When will you start? I started memorizing the Quran. The younger you start, the better. But if you reach my age, every day you memorize one page, the next day you forget it, and you start on the next page. It will become difficult. You better start as early. But what would be your resolution? I'm asking you now. New Year resolution as a Muslim.
I found with memorizing Quran, doing a small amount, but high quality, in a way that you don't forget it, because that's always an annual target. But I've memorized too much that I've forgotten, because I memorized it. I find if you spend time really understanding the meaning, really understanding the Arabic.
So quality memorizing is the best. But I found if
doing it with the kids.
Yeah, the Quran which will stick in your mind, then you read it as an imam, because you will be really squeezing your brain to remember, because probably many people don't know how to correct you behind you, and you need to get it right, otherwise your prayer will become invalid. And once you memorize and read in the prayer, then they will stay. So this is why the Hafiz, because they read loudly, they carry on memorizing, they keep. Yeah, memorizing Quran. What else? What else could be? Work for charity. Yes, that came actually in the general public one.
I think like being a Muslim doesn't really take away the top two P about the exercise and improving your diet and those kind of things. So we can still, all of us, especially our community, can do with having a bit more exercise and improving their diet. So we are worse.
Improving your diet, have more exercise, spend more time with your family.
Yeah, spend more time with your family.
Charity work, you said, and came last actually in survey. Not last, but down the bottom.
Just something on the exercise, really interesting research. So they say it's about 95% diet, 5% exercise. So people know the split. Because on
95% diet and 5% exercise.
Yeah, so say 80%, 90%. But on the exercise, there's exercise, which is formal exercise, and there's something called NEAT, which is non-exercise activated thermogenesis, which is basically just moving around more, making things less easy for yourself. For example, like standing up when you use the laptop, for example.
Yeah.
So there's lots of simple things like that.
Yeah, they say stand up when you're using a laptop, stand up when you're on the phone, move to the kitchen and back around the room.
25%.
Yeah, go upstairs, downstairs.
So you can do a lot more. You probably get 5 times the results by parking far away. These sorts of things. But that doesn't take any of your time.
I started parking far away from my patients' houses, and they asked me, "Where's your car?" Why you need to know my car? Why they ask for my car? Yeah, probably. Why? You don't know. They measure you with your car. What car you driving? You're a good doctor. If it's Mercedes, if it's Lada. I went to see a patient with a social worker in Shirley. He was out of hours. He came with his jeans and shirt, pant shirt and things. I came with that tie and suit and things. And the guy would not allow him in. No, you're not a social worker. He is. No, you wouldn't dress like this. So they really measure you. So she asked me, where is your car? So I went back to work. I said, you must give me Jaqua or Mercedes. And this is what the lady said. It's not me. You want me to, because she needs to listen to me. She needs to take the drugs. She needs to accept the diagnosis. She needs to accept the investigations. But they measure you. So, so you need probably buy a new car. One of the New Year resolution. But one of the things they mentioned, they said there's a lot of people who have mental problem after the New Year because they failed their New Year resolution. They promise themselves to do this and this and this, especially if there's others to nag them. Ah, you proved wrong. You said you will do this, you never did that, and then the clash happened domestically and things. But the last one I want to mention to you is actually this. You really need to have successful resolution when you have something replacing something. Because you already committed 24/7, 365 a day. You already occupied your time. You're not going to have a new things unless you stop something or limit it or reduce it or replace it. Unless you do that, I think it's going to go all, through the window. I know one of our brothers said to another one, he said, "You're really very good, but just leave home 5 minutes earlier." And he started doing it. And it's really more relaxing to him because arrive on time and things. So yes, you give up 5 minutes sleep. Just put the clock 5 minutes less. One of the beauty of the mobile, you can set up your time, wake up time for the whole week. Depends on what they're doing. But when you want to do, like if you want to diet, you really need to get rid of all the fatty food in your house. Just give it away. Donate it. When I said to my wife, today actually we were talking, I said, because you hear of this diet and that diet, that have, problem with the heart and that's going for operation, our age. And I said to her, when we married, everybody knew smoking kills, everybody knew hyperlipidemia kills, everybody knew hypertension kills, everybody knew obesity kills, everybody knew all these. It wasn't like new information. It didn't come actually 21st century. It came from 1950s onward. And people knew, and they were still doing the bad habit. And we know when we go back to Syria and we invited, we say, if you invite us, you must cook what we want. Because they cook what they think we like, and we get indigestion and very, abdominal pain things. There's a lot of fat we're not eating. When we got married in 1980, we chucked out everything called polysaturated fat. We don't buy it at all. We remove it from the chicken skin. Will go to the bin, and all the fat will go to the bin. Mazola and flora, just polyunsaturated fat and things. No sweet, no very little.
You mean
no.
You got rid of the saturated fat because you just said,
Saturated fat, yeah.
you said you got rid of the polyunsaturated.
No, we only take polyunsaturated, but we did that 42 years ago. It wasn't like, and everybody around us, they knew they can do that, and they chose not to. So when you want to do New Year resolution, you must chop something out and replace it by this. If you don't replace it, you find that you don't have time anyway. So yeah, but I wanted to do this, but I don't have time. I want to run, but I don't have time. I want to eat less, but I don't have the, what I would, like, people buy in large quantity, the oil and the ghee and the rice. And if you don't want to eat rice, don't buy rice. If you have rice, feed it to the bird and things. So if you want to put a New Year resolution, you need to chop out or reduce or change the frequency. Like let's say coming to the mosque to pray, make it twice a week or 3 times a week, or make it one pray every day. Like you will do that, and you chop something else instead. Change your habit at home. Instead of doing this in the evening, do it in the morning. You can change but you need to replace and change and reduce or increase to get it successful. Otherwise, you will be like the rest of them, the same resolution on the list, year in, year out. You raise your hand. Yeah. So take that from the meeting here and write your new list with this advice. I don't know. I mean, I read the psychologists what they say, and they talk, and the dietitians and nutritionists, and we need to probably address it this way with nutrition. You need to replace that, chop that. Like, you know, the people who eat out, the restaurant, they're not going there to make you diet. They're going to make you love their food. So they will put fat there. They will, because it tastes better. They will put a lot of other things, you know, to make you really come again and again. I mean, we went twice to this halal mark, and the oil drops from it, and it's too big. The smallest one is too big for us. I mean, probably we are old now.
Was it nice? Is it nice?
This is the problem. It's too nice. It's too nice that we went again. So it's all the fault of Marwan and Talha.
It's not Talha.
Talha knew it first. So this is what you need. Go to restaurants, you don't like the food probably. Or go to a restaurant where they give you a little bit here. You know, the plate and things. But you need to change things, you need to chop things, you need to reorganize things, and diet, whether it's diet, whether it's exercise, whether it's mixing with families, staying more time with, spending time with the family, reducing social media and things. There's habit. I mean, I heard that people, friends, when they go out to eat, they put the mobiles, and the one who pick his mobile, he will pay for everybody. But you need to find a way around it. Yeah. But it is possible and doable. And but please, if you put new resolution, make, you know, coming to the mosque here more often. Yeah, add a couple of days a week. We'll never. Alhamdulillah. I mean, I started from Ramadan doing Fajr here. Alhamdulillah, every day, non-stop. It's doable. It seems doable. Became part of me. The only thing I do every week, I change 5 minutes to the increase 5 minutes. Now from January, we'll go back 5 minutes. Change it on the mobile ring. I come here. Inshallah, we'll keep doing it while I'm trying to start another habit, and then become part of you. I mean, one of our brothers who come on Fajr here, he had the flu, but he couldn't not come. We all had to put them on because we know he can't not come. I don't know what will happen to him if he doesn't come, but he just can't be not coming here to Fajr and other prayers. But we all put the mask. We didn't say to him, "Oh, don't come, I have flu, you know, it must be my..." No, keep him coming, and we put the mask, and alhamdulillah, it's better now. So, any questions? Is it? Yeah.
No, this is right.
Yeah.
For this time, I think what hasn't been mentioned there, which I did last year, I'll share the secret with you now. You know something called kunafa, which is
Falafel.
kunafa, which is sort of a Lebanese dish,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, my dad does connect.
And I can live with anything but not kunafa. And I went last year for various reasons on low carbohydrate diet. So I was living with 120 gram of carbohydrate a day, which is very difficult. And I lost 20 pounds within 2 months. But what I did, the kunafa was red wine. But I was having a piece like this, and what didn't say there, have less of.
Yeah.
Because you said spend more, and I think you have to think, logic, have a less of something rather than giving
Yeah.
it up. And to me,
Yeah.
what happened, I instead of this piece, I cut it, and it's funny, it's just like, you know, very small, almost 50 pence
Yeah.
size. When I've eaten it psychologically, we eat things that we need, your body needs, but then you eat more of it because, you know, and I found I manage it very well, you know, on that. So it's the message is you also can have less of something rather than giving it up completely.
If I show you, so I don't know whether it will take probably
So I'm
time.
gonna show. I'm a bit conscious that I may encourage people to eat it. So all this thing, you know.
When I got help to, you know, ajwa. Ajwa is just around like this
but
with the
kunafa
dates
is,
inside it, and I became hooked to eat one every morning. So to do it, I started taking half
Yeah.
with the sharp knife and cut. And then I started taking quarter. And then the guy who used to sell me that, he stopped buying it, and alhamdulillah, I'm cured. I'm cured from that. And so, but I showed, will take time to get it. It's on the Facebook. If you go to my page somewhere now, I showed with the camera very close a sandwich. But it's actually, this is the size of the toast with the cheese. From close up, it looked like big sandwich. And when I zoomed out, it became. And we had a guy who came, gave a lecture, I think in number 2 Highlands Court, a Yemeni guy. And he said, just take it, the sweet, smell it, touch it, carry it, and keep talking with the sweet in your hand, and keep talking. You know, put it down, then take it again, put it down, then find out you don't need it. You had enough. The love affair, you know, done, and you don't eat it. So you can do this.
You remind me of the story of someone that said to him, how do you become a millionaire? And he said, you know, I just started up a small business, worked really hard, continuously started just learning how to do different things, increasing my business. Then one of my relatives died and I inherited a million.
Yeah, you mean when this guy, Yafa, stopped selling ajwa. Yeah, he brought ajwa, but it was horrible. It wasn't tasting well. So I gave up on that. So alhamdulillah, cured. But you can't stop the market selling things. You need to stop you buying. When I was, you know, reached certain weight and I made it, I changed so many habits. Not eating a whole carbohydrate, no toast, no potatoes, no rice, no, and then obviously no fat, and then a lot of vegetables, and change the route at work. I start putting my car away from the houses. So when I come to the mosque, I put my car over there. So it worked, and I lost around 10 kilos, 20 pounds. One which I liked, which probably you like, I met one of my nurses 3 months ago, he and his wife, and they said, how are you doing? I said, I'm trying to lose age. And we have this fit program. When you lose weight, it will tell you how much age you dropped, and I lost 3 years in age, so my age came down. So I'm trying to lose age instead of losing weight. Yeah. اوكي سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد ان لا اله الا انت نستغفرك ونتوب اليك اللهم اجعل اجتماعنا هذا اجتماعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما. May Allah Jal make our meeting blessed and protect us after leaving here. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا